Hi everyone. I am so happy to share this calm and expressive painting journey with you. Welcome to the Throat Chakra Mandala tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be connecting to the energy of this blue chakra, which is the throat chakra, is the fifth chakra, which is the center of communication, truth, and authentic self-expression. This mandala is all about speaking from the heart, creating with intention, and letting your inner voice flow freely. I have chosen a soothing palette of blues and golds and incorporated the sacred geometry of Flower of Life in the center, as this is a series of chakra floral mandalas. So I will be teaching you how to draw this sacred geometry here in every single step of how to make this beautiful art. So let's talk about the materials very quick. I am using Deco Art Americana acrylic paint. So I used ocean blue, primary blue, crystal blue, and turquoise blue. And I will show you how I got the gradients here throughout this tutorial. Very important. I use Decor Americana because I like the paint consistency. It's not so watery, not so thick, which is perfect for this type of work. I also use metallic gold 3D paint. This is by Puff Paint, but if you have like Nuvo drops, they are also perfect. I used a little bit of titanium white, just a regular white color here for the gradient. Now let's talk about the brushes. I'm using Thoughtful Dots by Demi. These are the long bristle brushes. It's number 1 and 0, and I also use the small one, which is number 1. So I use 3 brushes, and I recommend them. If you don't have them, that's okay. You can use whatever brush you got there. A set of dotting tools. So these are also by Thoughtful Dots. Um, so white pencil. This is a chalk pencil. I have a ruler, as we are going to use to mark this wood board. This is a 10-inch wood board. This thin wood board painted on a black acrylic paint. My favorite black acrylic paint is by Folk Art. It's a satin finish, which it gives this shiny look that I like. If you also have a 12-point mandala stencil, I think this is very useful. Mark the center in the guidelines here. And a small compass to create the sacred geometry and also to create the guidelines that help us to paint the brush strokes and the dottings. So as you can see here, I also added rhinestones. So there will be some rhinestones just to give a nice touch to it with some embellishment. And that's pretty much about it. All right, everyone. We are going to get started with the throat mandala. So find the center of your mandala. And then let's make a circle. I think this big. So let's see here. Okay, this is about 1 inch and 3/4. So in centimeters, this is 4.5 centimeters. Keep the same size here. We are going to make another circle on the top. Follow the center of your first mark. So here, just making sure it's going to pass through this mark here, and we are going to make this circle like that. And now where both circles meet on the corner, just place it very in the corner, making sure it's passing through the center here again. And they're going to make another circle. right here as well. Now we're gonna make another one here on the where the circles meet, making sure it's passing through the center. Just adjusting, making sure it's very well centered. Now we're going to make it again here, and we keep making it until we are satisfied with the amount of flowers we're making. I got everything. I think we have, and I will just gently paint the flowers here so we make sure we have our perfect. So this is about, in terms of size, that's 12 centimeters from here to here, which is almost 5 inches long. So now I'm gonna make a circle here. Just so we have our circle. I'm gonna use my stencil here in the center to continue the lines, the straight lines. Now I'm not gonna do on top of my drawing here, so I'll just do it here, just to help me. Circle here is, the outer circle is 5 inches and a half, 14 centimeters. That's the outer circle. From there we count, let's see, let's add 1 centimeter marks so we can make our circles here, like that, just 4. There, we have our sketch. Now let's get started with the painting. We're gonna get started with the paint. What I have here is primary blue, turquoise blue, crystal blue, and ocean blue, and gold. So these are what the palette's going to be. We are going to paint. First, we're going to paint the flowers, and we're going to paint with gold. So I'm just going to use my dotting tool to paint it. I just grab some paint and get started on the lines. Okay, I'm done here painting the flowers. Some 3D paint on the center. I can just go ahead and do it here. I'm going to use a small cutting tool for this. Get started very gently. Okay, so I've been experimenting a little bit, and now I'm doing turquoise blue here. And I'll finish doing it with just a dotting tool. Just grab paint and paint it right here. And that's going to be this blue here. Once we are done, we're going to move to this design, which was the part I've been experimenting a little bit here. I used some blue gradient. As you can see my palette, how I did it. But first, let's get this done. Just careful around the edges. Okay, so for this design here, I use crystal blue, and crystal blue plus turquoise blue, just like half and half, and then turquoise blue, and then the mixture of crystal blue plus turquoise blue plus ocean blue. So you can see I put in here, and then ocean blue, and then ocean blue plus primary blue. So brush number 1. I'm gonna paint it right here, then right here, right here, right here, right here. So let's start with crystal blue. All right, in the center. I'm gonna do this for the designs. Now is the mixture of crystal blue plus turquoise blue, just right here. Very gentle, not applying a lot of pressure. Now we're going to use turquoise blue. Just following this pattern. You're not so familiar with brushstrokes and you'd like more guidance, I have a module dedicated for brushstrokes, all types of brushstrokes. Now we did turquoise blue. We're going to do the mixture right here. Just ocean blue, no, turquoise blue, crystal blue, yeah, and ocean blue. Just a little bit of ocean blue. I'll just grab it here. Like a shell shape. Then we are gonna do ocean blue, just this. Very gentle because it's a small stroke here. Almost not putting pressure at all. Now the last one, which is, I'm gonna add a little bit more here of um, ocean blue plus primary blue. So I would say it's probably 75% ocean blue and just a hint of primary blue, because, or maybe even 90% ocean blue and 10% primary blue, because primary blue is very strong color, very dark. And although we want a dark color, we don't want it too dark. We want to continue following the gradient. So same brush. So you can use same brush, or you can go with a smaller brush. It's up to you. So you know what? I'm gonna switch to 5.0 to make it easier on us. And let's get started here. Okay, so now we are going to use our 3D paint metallic color here. So it's gold. We are going to place a small dot right here. And we're going to drag the paint, a smaller dotting tool. And then another one here. And drag the paint. So you see we have here a curve design. See, we can put a dot here. Let's use our primary colors here. So I just a dotting tool. It might be 0.5. And I'm gonna grab primary blue. I'm gonna put a dot right here. Very gentle because I'm touching the design. Like that. I'm gonna do ocean blue. More ocean blue here. And I'm gonna put a dot right here. I like that. I think we should do gold. Let's see, what about in between dots? Very subtle. I like that. So that's what we're gonna do. So I use 2.5 for primary blue, and then same 2.5 for ocean blue, and then 2 for 1.5 for gold. And let's keep going. So now we are going to use a small, like a rhinestone. This is a blue rhinestone. I'll just use it for marking here where my rhinestone is going to be. Like that. Another one here. Then here. Now let's mix blue color here with white. I'm gonna do crystal blue a little bit. Some here. We're gonna add a few drops of white. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A good amount of white like this. And then here just a few. Just a drop. I wanted this to be a little bit darkened. So I'll add more. I think I want to add a little bit more white in the first one. I want a very light shade of crystal blue. It's a little bit darkened, and we are going to walk some dots. So I'm going to start with 1.5. I'm going to place a dot in here. Start with the lighter color. And then we're going to walk the dots around it. Very well. Let's go to 2. Where's my 2? Here. And we're gonna go to this third color here. Place it on the top. And then placing another one here for more paint, and starts walking the dot. I want to add a little bit of turquoise blue to this mixture here. It's perfect. So we use number 2, so let's go to 2.5. I'm going to add another dot here. 3, and then walk the dots. With turquoise blue, I'm going to put some in here. Number 1. I wet a little bit, and then paint. I'm going to put it right here. And then just slide it up like that. Very slowly and careful to not touch the dots. Now with your 3D paint, we are going to put a dot in here in the center. You can mark the line here, the center of the line, and then the center of this design. Use your small dotting tool to drag the paint like this. And you can have 3 dots on the top here. For this third one, you can even do something like shaping it. One more time. Here on the center. Sliding towards the 1, 2, 3, crossing the third line. And putting a dot. Both sides and one on top. And then the one on top, I'll just slide down a little bit and then slide up a little bit. Okay, so next we are going to do this mixture here. The third one with more crystal blue than white. We're going to paint. I'm going to do a brush stroke here. In fact, I think I'm going to even add a little bit more of crystal blue to it. Start from the top. Gentle brush stroke. Same brush size. Everyone. Towards the center. I'm not applying a lot of pressure to this design here. I'm now moving to number 0, a smaller brush, and I'm going to use this mixture here. And you have crystal blue, white, and some turquoise blue. Not a lot of pressure because I want to see if I have space for probably 2 more brush strokes. We'll see. Now we are going to add some, let's see, some ocean blue to this mixture. And I'm gonna mix it. We're gonna use the same brush, a little bit lower level. And slide. Way. And yes, we're gonna have another brush stroke here, which will be a darkened color with primary blue. So I'm gonna just be gentle and not add a lot of pressure go up because I don't want a lot of paint to be released. Next, in the last step, we'll be adding some primary blue. Maybe we'll do that. I'll add dark blue here, and then bring some of this mixture to the dark blue. Then I want to see how it will turn out. Yeah, that's more like it. The same brush, number 0. I'll just grab and then gently place it here. Contouring the line like that. Beautiful. So now that this is dried, what I like doing is just grabbing a wipes and just clean the lines. So once this is completely dried and you varnished, um, you can use a super glue and put your rhinestones right here on where we marked. And that's it. Your throat chakra mandala is complete. I really hope this process helped you to slow down, connect, and express your truth through color and shape. If you enjoyed painting with me, I'd love to invite you into MAP, which is a meditative art painting membership, where I share a growing library of full length mandala tutorials like this one. And it's a space to create, heal, and explore through art at your own rhythm. And if you share your mandala, please tag me so I can share your work as well and cherish with you. So thank you again for being here, and I will see you in the next painting. Namaste.